Okay, so as we were doing our chapter number six, that is, as we are doing the chapter number six, which is named as colonialism and the city. So today we are going to do the topic. Today we are going to begin the half of from the half of the topic of planning a new capital. Okay, so we have done till here. Okay, in the previous video uh you can see the explanation till here, and today we are going to understand the explanation, we are going to understand the remaining topic, which is just these two paragraphs. Okay, so let's begin. So the first thing here comes Kingsway, now Rajpath. So basically, at that time, there were some things which were named as according to Britishers, but now we see and we are known by those things with other names because we got to know that places by those names, right? So Kingsway was basically Rajpath. Okay, so currently the road we call at Rajpath is at the Britishers' time, that road was known as Kingsway. Okay, and this Rajpath goes to Rashtrapati Bhavan, right? Our Rajpath goes to Rashtrapati Bhavan, and at that time, Pati Bhavan was known as Viceroy's Palace. Okay, Viceroy's Palace, and because the control of India was under the British government, the throughout control of India was under the Viceroy of India. Okay, now the third thing here it is coming that with secretariats either sides of road. So what are secretariats? Basically, these are buildings uh, either sides of the of Rajpath, and currently they are known as North Block and South Block. Okay, so let me show you some pictures. So the first picture on your screen is of Rajpath. Okay, so here you can see there is North Block. Here is these secretariats are known as North Block and South Block, and if you see there is a very tiny dome-like structure too far away from this point from where the picture has been clicked. This tiny thing or dome, you can say, this is known as Rashtrapati Bhavan. This is our Rashtrapati Bhavan. At that time, this was known as Viceroy's Palace. Okay, this is our Rashtrapati Bhavan, and Rashtrapati Bhavan is the president's house. Okay, so this was the picture of Rajpath. All right, and it is a closer look of Rashtrapati Bhavan if you ever get the opportunity to enter in the Rashtrapati Bhavan. So there you can see this is how Rashtrapati Bhavan looks like. Okay, and it is this is the opposite picture, means the picture I've just shown you, the one before the last one. Okay, so this is the just opposite side of Rashtrapati. Just in the opposite side of Rashtrapati Bhavan there is India Gate. Okay, here it is India Gate, and these are again North Blocks and South Blocks. Okay, so these were known as secretariats at that time in British government, under British government. So this was about the this para. Now there were some features of these things, of these buildings, and from where these features were adopted, how Britishers thought about this. So basically, on an average, all designs of Kingsway, of Rashtrapati Bhavan or Viceroy's Palace, secretariats are basically on the classical Greece structure of 5th century BCE. Okay, BCE means before Christ era. So it is of 5th century before Christ era, but some of the structures but the some of the structures, ideas of structures, were also taken from Indian culture, Indian imperial history. Okay, so for example, first thing comes that central dome of Rashtrapati Bhavan. So if you see, I told you we have seen Rashtrapati Bhavan. So Rashtrapati Bhavan was looking like this something, right? And this is known as dome. Okay, dome structures. So we have, if you remember, we have also studied this in our 7th class. So basically these dome structures were copied from Buddhist stupa at Sanchi. If you remember, in 6th class we have also learned about Buddha and Mahavir Jain. So Lord Buddha, he first time he attained enlightenment at Sarnath, but at Sachi there is a main temple of Buddha which is known as Buddhist stupa. because it was a stoop of Buddha. Okay, so Buddhist stupas design dome structures. These dome structures were copied by Britishers in the Rashtrapati Bhavan structure. Okay, and second thing comes secondly, the second example is that red stones, carved screens, jalis. Carved screens basically means jalis. We have seen in our house, you must have seen something, structures like this, and through these places are hollow, and these are like these are made up of cement or rods or some anything. Okay, so these are known as jalis and carved screens as well. So the idea of red stones, carved screens or jalis, from this idea was from Mughal architecture. Okay, because Mughal architecture used to follow such ideas and made such ideas, so that is why this was taken by Mughal architecture. Now the ideas were finished. Okay, now the second thing and the last thing comes, that very importantly, they made Viceroy's palace higher than Shah Jahan's Jama Masjid. Okay, so why did they do so? Because to show, just to show that Viceroy is superior than Shah Jahan. But that is not true, of course, because Shah Jahan was a great emperor of India. So he made Jama Masjid, and the Britishers wanted to show that Viceroy is higher than Shah Jahan. That's why they made Viceroy's palace higher, higher than Shah Jahan Jama Masjid. Okay, this paragraph ends. Now this paragraph comes. Now Delhi looks 20 years to build. Okay, so basically Delhi took 20 years to build, right? We know this. And secondly, so now here it comes, that the idea to build a city that was a stark contrast to Shah Jahanabad. So what does stark means here? The term stark. So basically stark means nira, sarasar, or very severe impression. So this was a severe contrast to Shah Jahanabad, because Shah Jahanabad was already built up, and there were to be no crowded mahallas, no mazes of narrow bylanes. So basically, now here two terms again comes, which are a little difficult. So basically mazes and bylanes. So what are bylanes? Bylanes are just very narrow streets when there are a lot of houses. So for a passerby, there is a very narrow street, that one or two persons can go, or can get out of get out of the passage. Okay, so these by lanes, or you can say, these make a mazes means just a confusion. Basically mazes means bhool bhulaiya. Okay, but it was a little confusing by lanes, where to get out and where to go. So this made a really very confused and a very chaos. So that is why Britishers didn't want such any kind of construction in their rule or in their New Delhi. Okay, now architects of New Delhi wanted New Delhi to represent law and order in spite of any chaos of Old Delhi. So as these bylanes make a very large chaos in people's, or the one who are new to that land, so that is why Britishers wanted to represent New Delhi law and order, which is law and order basically means the thing which is very clear and clear cut roads. There should be nothing narrow streets or something which can make a confusion or something like that. So they just wanted to avoid such things, and they made really very broad roads for a better look also, and a little clear, and a neat and clean environment, and also trees and parks for ensuring fresh air and adequate supply of oxygen. They also did water supplies, good water supplies, sewage disposal, and draining facilities should be there in New Delhi, because in Old Delhi there was nothing like this. So they just wanted to avoid also overcrowding, because in Old Delhi there was a lot of overcrowding, as they see it as unhygienic place, and wanted New Delhi, to have all the facilities better than Old Delhi at least. Okay, so here you can see some pictures of Old Delhi. So you can see how very overcrowded lanes, by lanes, very narrow streets there are, and not in a well proper conditions. So this is why old Delhi was they used to avoid old Delhi. As you can see, there's so much crowding of homes and houses, and people are also there, a lot of people in a large population moving across these narrow streets, so make a lot of, chaos and confusions, and sometimes this led to really very bad conditions as well. So this was old Delhi pictures. Right now comes to New Delhi. What Britishers made. Britishers wanted New Delhi to look like this, and now currently New Delhi is looking like this actually. As you can see, there are broad streets, broad roads, they're not even streets, and clear cut roads. Nothing is like, a lot of people and overcrowding, properly managed greenery. They also ensured greenery for adequate supply of oxygen. In this picture also you can see. So this was all in this paragraph. I hope you got it, and if you get any kind of question, please mention in the comment section so that I could be able to answer it. And thank you. Have a good day.